That's fucking horrible. Not eating that. Quiet meals is fucking sadness. But hello, gorgeous. I'm Get, your host, and we are going to TALAY Seafood Buffet to grill our own seafood. And I'm going to show you how to do it properly. That is our giant river shrimp. As you can see, still got a lot of fucking fight left in him.
First pro chef tip. When you're eating live seafood, make sure it's fucking live. Get rid of the sad, slow, or dead ones.
Personally, I think it's a bit cruel to grill them alive. So I'm going to give them a little coup de grace and then fry them on the grill.
Cut straight along the head towards the tail for a swift death.
So you want these on a screaming hot grill. You want to do about 4 minutes on each side, if that. And take them off, let them rest. Again, don't overdo them because they'll continue to cook in their shells. It was on that green chili and lime seafood sauce. They're sweet, they're fresh, juicy, perfectly cooked. Dry cooked them, obviously. This is a horseshoe crab. I've never actually cooked one before. I know that there's a load of meat and roe in here, so we're going to whack them on the grill. Open up the back, and then in there, you've got all the little eggs, which is what everyone's after. Horseshoe crab roe. That's fucking horrible. I don't know if I got a bad crab. Oh, fuck. I don't know if I got a bad crab. It doesn't taste off, it just tastes bad. The first mistake that people make when they do an all-you-can grill or grill your own buffet is that they overload the grill. You want even spacing between the things on the grill so that the air can move between them. If they're all pumped up together and sitting on top of each other, they're not going to cook at the same speed. Some are going to be done, some are going to be underdone, and it's going to be shit. That's that cuttlefish. Look at that. Perfectly cooked. Still moist. Charcoal, crispy on the outside. And not overdone. That baby octopus. Again, nice blackened from the grill. Still moist. As soon as those crabs turn orangey red, get them off the grill. The heat inside is just going to remain. So they're going to carry on steaming inside their own shells. You don't need to cook the shit out of them. That is a perfectly cooked swimmer crab. So it's blackened a tiny bit on the edge of the legs. Shells turned orange. I'm going to wait for that to cool down. It will be perfect by the time I open it. Now, we're going to remove these gills, so these little feathery bits, because they're not good to eat. They filter all the water and all the crap out of the water. We want rid of those. That we're after. It's all that white meat and then that brown meat there. I love the brown meat of crab. It's like tamale and a lobster, but in my opinion, better. Drop me a subscribe, guys. Next week, eating at a restaurant that serves food from Myanmar, Burma. Oyster omelette. This is a Thai street food classic. Texture-wise, it's good. The oyster is really good. The egg's really well cooked, super soft. However, it is fucking devoid of seasoning. Right, there's no salt, pepper, or fish sauce in there. But depth, not there at all. Oh, look, they've got pizza, not eating that. Generally, eating at buffets, especially seafood buffets, we avoid carbs because it's fucking stupid. It's wasting money. One of my favorite Thai seafood dishes, this raw oyster, sweet chili jam, crispy shallots, big punch from the lime and the chili and the seafood sauce. Flavors and textures, it does absolutely everything. So out of curiosity, just for you guys, I've got some of the weird items for the buffet. Got some lasagna, we got some of those pork ribs, and we've got some wilted greens there. I'm not pulling out a lot off this. Lasagnas aren't great for buffets. Why? Because they sit out there in the heat. The pasta goes all soggy. The top goes all soggy as well, if it was crispy when it came out. And you end up with splodge. It's too sweet, splodgy. It's got the overall flavor profile. of a terminally single man's Tinder profile. That's what that tastes like. Microwave meals can be fucking sadness. Hopefully the pork rib will be better. They're functional, they're pork ribs. They're not the best, not the worst. I needed some vegetables in my life. Cold and flavorless. I thought in Asia you couldn't fuck stir-fried vegetables up, but they have managed it. Roast up green garlic noodles. Let's see if they can do this better. The duck is okay. It doesn't have that sort of cinnamony, star anise-y, sweet, really fatty, luxurious taste that duck usually has. Noodle balls. I know how that dish is supposed to taste, and not like that. It needs tons of garlic oil on it. Just sort of lube up those noodles and really give you a big punch of garlic. Those are a bit sad and flavorless. All right, guys, we are 3 rounds in. I'm pretty fucking full, but we're going to go and see what their dessert station's saying. This fucking monstrosity first. It's an orange sponge with sort of like an orange jelly on top. It tastes synthetic, airy, and sweet, just as I imagined it would. It's all right, but nothing worth getting out of bed for. This one looks suspiciously similar. I think it's the same sponge with a different topping and different colorings. I was right. Again, just a basic sponge with a sort of hands like whipped cream sort of topping. Yeah. Last up, there's a little pancake dude or this super thin crepe. Put some sort of like jammy, syrupy stuff in the middle. The crepe is nice, super light, crunchy on the outside. The jam in the middle is hot, which makes a massive difference. Really nice big flavor burst in your mouth. It is synthetic as fuck, like it's all chemicals, but it tastes good. I'm with 2 cod TALAY for the seafood. Follow my instructions, you'll be absolutely fine. Steer away from the rest of the buffet, to be honest. Like the desserts, the side dishes, they're shit. But come here for the seafood. Make sure you join me next week. In a bit, guys.